y'all? Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kay Shine, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with day 6, okay, of Kay Shine birthday time. If y'all don't know, I lost my voice when I went to the DR on my vacation. So if my voice sounds different, raspy, low, whatever, just know my voice is still gone, but I'm trying to push through, okay, for day 6. We don't like to ramble too long. You know, I like to make my intros real short because you see my phone in my hand, then you know this is another Askkay. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell notification. That way you are notified every time your girl posts. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kshine with 3 E's. Anything else? Nope. So, y'all already know. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. Alright, y'all. So, boom. Y'all know how I like to start my videos off. I already got me an Askkay pulled up. So, we about to just go ahead and hop right into this, okay? This one is titled, My Friend Left Me When I Was Drunk and I Got Assaulted. Ooh, okay. It says, Hey, Kay. I love you and your energy you bring in your videos. Keep going. This story is also on my channel, Fab is Life, and your Storytime trip to Atlanta made me want to come forward about my story and see if it helps anyone out there to know they're not alone if they went through something similar. Warning for anyone listening or watching, this video contains graphic details of sexual assault. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, not giving the disclaimers, y'all. She said, my name is Fab, so you can use it in your story. Disclaimer, if you watch my YouTube video, it's shorter than this story. Here I went into details, took my time to try to remember that night. She said, okay, so boom. This story takes place when I was 23. I was living in New York at the time, getting my medical assistant certification. Since I've lived in New York before, during high school, I had a few friends that I kept in contact with. This friend would be named A. So one night, me and A were looking for something to do. I was staying with my family at the time, and she had her own place, so I would always come to her. That night, the weather sucked because it started raining, so we were just coming up with ideas on what to do. I mentioned to her that I've been chatting with this guy I met off IG for like 2 weeks, and I could hit him up to see if he wanted to chill. Since she said she wanted to be on some chill shit that night, so I hit up the guy, and we're going to name him Craig. That's the name he told me, and I don't care to put his ass on blast. So I asked Craig if he had any plans that night, and he told me he's having a kickback at his homeboy's place and that we should pull up. I told A, and she was down with it. A wanted Craig to pick us up, so we gave him an address a few blocks away from her place. While Craig and his friends were on the way to pick us up, me and A agreed that if the vibes were off or if we gave each other a look, that means it's time to go. Which is smart. A lot of people need to do that. Sometimes y'all don't be understanding the red flags or like girl code or bro code, whatever. But when I give you that look, I don't need you to be like, what's wrong? Everything okay? Now, I should be able to give you a look and you already know what's tea. You should already know what the vibe is, okay? So that's smart. So they came to get us, and for the sake of the story, his homeboys are going to be Thing 1 and Thing 2. Craig and Thing 1 introduced themselves to us and asked us what we like to drink. At the time, I wasn't familiar with my liquor choices, but at family functions, my cousins will always make me drinks with Hypnotic, so I suggested that. It's really sweet, and I don't drink enough to get wasted from it, so I thought it would be a safe choice. We get to the liquor store, and they get Hypnotic and Hennessy. Rock my hips, hey. Okay, my bad. They get Hypnotic and Hennessy. At the time, I didn't know anything about Hennessy, and I didn't think I was going to drink it, so I kept my mouth shut. While in the car, we had casual conversation. I forgot about what, though. We reached to his other homeboy's house, Thing 2, and I'm a little confused because I thought a kickback was supposed to be at least 10 people. We introduced ourselves, and me and A sat at the kitchen table. Craig started putting out cups to pour our liquor, so in total it's just 2 girls and 3 guys. Craig has all 5 cups filled with ice and starts pouring the Hennessy first. I got up quickly and went over to him and asked, what are you doing? He told me he's making something called the Hawk. Again, I don't know much about liquor, but I told him I don't want to drink the Hennessy. I'll just stick to the Hypnotic. A hears me saying this and she says,
it's okay, Fabby. If you're worried about getting drunk, I'll watch over you.
I still resisted because we don't know these men and I've never had Hennessy before. Craig proceeded to tell me that the drink would taste sweet and he wouldn't give me too much. So like a dummy, I said okay. I sat back down at the table and Thing 2 said, let's all go to his room. I said no because, to be honest, at the time, that's weird for 5 adults who just met each other to sit in a room. A rolled her eyes and said, "Girl, loosen up." So I gave in and went. Thing 2 had a back porch, so we all went there after stopping by his room. A is a tree lover, and so are the guys. So all they're doing is rolling up, and we started to play Never Have I Ever. At this point, I'm losing because at the time I was very innocent to sexual activity, so half the stuff they were saying, I never did. We played backwards, so if you done it, you don't drink. If you haven't done it, you drink. So I'm feeling nice. By this point, we switched to Truth or Dare, and A dares me to kiss Craig. So I did because he's cute and we both were feeling each other. Shake my head. This man put his tongue down my throat. Ew. The game goes on and then we decide to go back to Thing Two's room. I'm lit at this point because I also hit the blunt once, but I'm still aware of everything that's going on. Thing 2 starts to play music and A decides to bring Truth or Dare into the house. So I'm sitting on the floor next to A and she dares Craig to eat my, you know what? I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I looked at her and said, no. Craig proceeded to crawl to me, open his mouth, and started licking the air. I put my hands in front of my cat and said, no, I'm good, with an awkward laugh because I don't want to make the room weird. He tries to move my hand and says,
we can go to Things 2 parents' room. I just want to taste.
like, sir, if you don't back the fuck up, nasty. So I moved my legs to where I'm now sitting on them and I told him no. A just kept laughing at the whole situation and got up and started dancing. She grabbed me so I can dance with her. Side note, Thing 2 was playing Jamaican music and I am a fiend when, I don't know these words. Is it Pop Can or VYBZ Cartel comes on? Sorry, y'all, if that's some Jamaican music that I don't know about. I'm sorry. But a certain type of Jamaican music came on that she liked. So we're dancing with each other, and A starts telling me that I can't really dance in my pants that I had on. So Thing 2 offers me some sweatpants that he had, but I declined because that's a little weird for me to wear someone else's pants. But A is just like,
Girl, put them on.
so I did. I started to get hot, so we sat on the edge of the bed because Thing 1 was laid out on it already. So when I'm drunk, I breathe heavy, and A asked me if I was okay. I don't think I responded back to her. I just remember falling back on the bed and looking up to Thing 2 whispering in A's ear. A said,
I'll be back, Fab.
and started walking out with Thing 1. I said, wait, A, where are you going? Y'all, she kept walking away. Then Thing 1 said, let me step out and shut the lights off while he closed the door. Y'all, all I felt was pressure on my body. He was licking my neck, telling me how sexy I am, and I'm telling him I want to go there with A. He said A is fine, and I'm with him. I don't know why my body did this, but I froze. He took off my sweatpants and took my panties off and started eating. By this point, I'm crying, telling him I have to go. Of course, he didn't give a fuck. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you need to fight because you are not going to get, again, the R word again. I lift my upper body up to move him from down there, and he quickly got up, pinned my arms down, and penetrated. I tell y'all, I'm screaming, stop, please, I need to go. And he's telling me to hush. I don't know how I did, but I managed to get up and open the door, and he closed it, locked it, and pushed me to my stomach. That was the worst pain I've ever felt. I'm still screaming, stop, let me go. I even started screaming A's name. No one came to help me, and he didn't stop. He finishes and then has the nerve to kiss my forehead and ask if I'm okay. I go to the bathroom, sobbing, get myself together, and go put my boots on. A and Thing 1 and 2 all come back inside and ask why I'm crying. I tell A I'm going home. She could come if she wants, but I'm leaving. As we're walking, she kept asking what's wrong. I finally told her he assaulted me, and she's like,
Oh my God, Fabby, I'm sorry.
in the weirdest way. Like, bitch, what the fuck? I go home that night like nothing happened to clean myself off. A called me the next day and wanted me to come over, so I did. We talked about the situation, and this girl says,
Honestly, girl, I thought you were just getting bad dick last night by the way you were screaming.
and then she laughs. I'm so nice and I hate it. Shake my head. I don't even think I said anything back to her comment. It's sad because 2 months prior to the situation, a Tinder date assaulted me and I told A about it as well. She told me that I shouldn't have pressed charges and honestly I didn't even want to. My sister told our cousin and he's a police officer, so I end up going to the hospital for a R kit and everything, but dropped the charges because I didn't have my mom's support. That's a whole nother story. But for A to know me as the shy, quiet one in the friend group who lost her virginity last, I'm a late bloomer. I was way late to give it up, lol. It hurt my feelings that she would even think I'm on that type of timing when I first meet a guy. Not going to lie, I was really angry, so I messaged Craig to see if I can try to get him to confess to what he did so I can press charges. But he ended up blocking me on IG. After I left New York to move back to Florida, I deleted A out my life. I'm 27 now, and ever since that happened, every now and again she would message me, but I would never respond. I don't think I've healed from this experience, but what I want to ask Kay is, one, do you think I'm wrong for not speaking to her anymore? And two, what would Kay do in this situation if you were me at the time to my friend? Thank you for sharing. Well, first of all, friend, I'm so sorry that that happened to you. I do want to add, I know that this story was a little bit heavy. I do like to keep things light on my channel, but I do want to spread awareness and educate us young females if I can to like red flag signs to look after, because obviously people like A are not our friends. Okay. That's number one. So I'm sorry that this one was a little bit heavy, but I like to talk about real life shit over here, okay? I like to laugh and kick it too, but I do have a lot of young females that watch me and a lot of little girls that watch me, a lot of people that is in middle school and high school. So I not only do I want to make y'all laugh, but I want to teach y'all something too if I can, even if I can help one person out there. Like I do try to spread awareness as well. So that's one reason why I touched on this story. Okay, one of the things you asked me was, do I think you wrong for not speaking to her? Girl, what? I think you wrong for not beating her ass. Okay? That's what I think you wrong for. Because ain't no way I'm going to tell my friend that something traumatic happened to me and they laugh and joke about it and say, oh, I thought you was just getting bad D. Oh, I didn't know. Baby girl, what? What? And then prior to that situation that happened, when you said something else happened to you and she told you not to press charges, girl, what? What's what kind of friend is that? So I'm mad at you and whoop her ass. Okay, that's what I'm mad about. So absolutely not do I think you wrong for not talking to her. I would never speak to that girl again a day in my life, but that's just me. She would be blocked on everything. Okay. Two, what would you do in a situation if you were me at the time to my friend? Like I said, she would have got slapped. She definitely would have, if I'm trying to go the non-violent route, she definitely would have just been deleted out of my life. That's a friend I don't need. If I come to you and I didn't went through a traumatic experience and the only thing you could do is really laugh and make jokes about it, what kind of friend is you? What we don't have nothing to talk about, babe. So it's like, no, she would be X'd out of my life completely. So that's what I would have done. I would never speak to that girl a day of my life, if not fight her ass. But I would never speak to her a day of my life again. So I think you did good by doing that. I know you said you try to hit up Craig. Ain't no way Craig gonna admit to doing that to you. So yeah, I know you was trying, but yeah, sometimes it don't work like that. That's why I really encourage anybody who go through something like that to, if you can. I know it's hard. I ain't never been through it, so I can't speak from it. But if something happens to you, I really encourage you to tell somebody or go to the authorities that day, that night, that second. Because the minute you leave and days pass, it makes it harder for someone to or it makes it harder for you to prove that something like that happened to you. Because you trying to get Craig to admit that he argue, he's not about to do that. Nobody really in their right mind for real gonna be like, oh yeah, I argue. Yeah, you about to tell me, okay, yep, I live at address 1234. This is my full name, come get me. Nobody's gonna do that. So I really wish you said something then, but I of course definitely understand why you didn't. Some people are shocked, some people are embarrassed, they're scared, they're nervous. It's a lot that goes on, which is why another reason why I want to tell this story. So I really wish you could have said something then and there, but it is what it is. But yeah, you doing what you can do best, which is move on with your life. I know that you moved to another state, which is good. Hopefully you can get some therapy, or you could talk to somebody, a loved one or a friend, or I hope that you do the necessary steps. That way you can start the healing process for yourself. Because I noticed that you said you haven't really healed from it yet. Sometimes you don't heal from it at all. You just cope with it. And sometimes you might need to take extra steps to start the healing process, whether it's therapy, counseling, talking to somebody, writing in a journal, doing poetry. Like, it's so many other avenues that you can do to begin a healing process. Some stuff just take time, you have to go at your own speed. But yeah, I'm so sorry that that happened to you, and I'm sorry that you didn't have a good friend with you that could have protect you from something like that, because that's ridiculous. Like, make sure, like, y'all just never know, like, what type of friends that y'all have, because no way that I can hear my friend screaming or saying something like that and I completely ignore it. No way would I even leave my drunk friend with another dude without even checking with my friend. No way. It's absolutely no way. It seemed like she wasn't your friend from the beginning. Like, she didn't know you like maybe you thought she did. Because as you stated, she know that you're the shy, quiet one. So as your friend, it's her duty to speak up for you. At least that's how I would be. If I know my friend is quiet and shy and I'm more outspoken, I don't mind speaking up for my friend, for my family, for anybody, but that's just me. So I think both of them is gonna get what they deserve in life. I try not to wish bad on anybody, but some people, like, they gonna get their karma. And as y'all see from a lot of my story times, people get their karma. She was a bad friend, and Craig was a bad individual. And I hope you're doing so much better in life, probably better than both of them. Who knows where them two at in life? Okay, but you probably doing way better than them, so much better. And I just hope that you find the time to heal from this, because it's a lot. It's a lot. But yes, girl, I would do exactly what you did, which is move on with my life and X them two out of my life, okay? But y'all, that is the end of her story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know, like I said, this was a little bit more heavy on the heart, but I do like to teach my young girls, my young boys out there something. I at least try to be educational every blue moon and talk about real stuff that's going on in the world. Everything is not happy-go-lucky laughs. Some real shit really go on. So if I can be that voice for certain people, I definitely don't mind. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think in the story time. As always, be respectful. Make sure you guys are subscribed and that notifications is turned on. And y'all already know. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for the last day of K-Shine birthday time. Tomorrow's the last day, and tomorrow is my birthday, y'all. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I will see you guys tomorrow. But y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.